Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Jasmy updates. It's day number 990 of the bear market. Really doesn't feel so bad, but you know what? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Jasmy update. It's day number 990 of the bear market. Really doesn't feel so bad. We're just down like 4% or something like that, but this is at the back end of something like 11 straight green candles, right? So that's something that is really amazing. Obviously, we bring these 990 days of the bear market to kind of draw comparison with previous bear markets. And we have got a certain structure that we are following here on the channel, which is more like a blueprint in my own opinion. And it's something that I actually consider so much, especially when I'm looking at my exit plan on Jasmy. But this is the structure that we have. Obviously, this is not the whole Jasmy pricer, but this is just, you know what, a fractal, a part inside of the Jasmy pricer. Now, I want to compare this fractal to what we have right here with other structures. Take a look. This is Cardano in the last bear market. You can see that we have the same structure that we have with Jasmy. We also have the same structure with Ethereum right here. We have the same structure with coins like Neo. Obviously, this was an underperformer, but we just want to take a look at how long it was for these coins to get back to their previous all-time highs. So this is Cardano. It took something like 1,156 days. For Ethereum, it was slightly less than that, which is something like 1,117 days. That's something that is actually very good. For Neo, I don't really remember how much it was, how long it was actually, but I picked this price set for a different reason. So getting back to our structure on the Jasmy price set, you can see clear similarities right here with these structures too. So it's in a pretty good position in my own opinion. So we are getting super close, 990 out of those, you know what, 1,157 days for Cardano and less than that even for Ethereum. So we are getting super close to that. But what does it even mean in the immediate short term, right? In the immediate short term, we have a structure like this right here, where we are looking at resistance, a massive block of resistance actually. Now, the way I'm approaching this is we are going to violently, when I say violently, break this resistance. I mean that when the price starts moving to the upside right here, it's not going to look like there was even a resistance to begin with. But obviously, a back test of that is expected right here. So yeah, it looks like we are pulling back right here. It's something that I mentioned in my last video saying that, all right, yeah, this may happen, but I don't expect it to even go lower, right? Because we've got, you know, strong support right there. If you pull your field retracement too, you can actually see that somewhere between, let me go ahead and do that actually. So right, this right here, you can see that somewhere between the 0.5 field retracement level and the 0.618 right there is strong support even if you look left. So that's actually in a good position here on Jasmy, and I expect the price to continue to the upside. Obviously, there is talk about the RSI getting overheated, but more often than not in this crypto market here, the RSI getting overheat like this is more of an indication that the market is super hot. Doesn't really mean that a reversal is coming in. For example, you just look at this on the 16th of January, you had an oversold RSI, but it was just an indication that we're going to continue even higher to the next resistance level, right? So you can see obviously there was that somewhat of a bearish divergence right here, but more often than not in the crypto space, when you see the RSI getting overheated like this, it's not, you know, really advisable, in my own opinion at least, to go ahead and short, saying that you know, the price is going to come down. More often than not, it is an indication that the market is super hot. You may see the price getting even higher with the bearish divergence, right? So this is to be expected here on the Jasmy price set. I wanted to show you this specific indicator that we have on Jasmy as well. Now I'm using trading view, but what you can see is we've got this EMA rebound right here, and we have flipped it since the last bearish flip that we had in May 2023. So we have flipped it back, but this time it's in a bullish stance, and you can see how much of a powerful indicator it is right here. It really doesn't flip for no reason why. We flipped it here to the bullish side actually in January, and you can see the one that we had, right? We also flipped it right here. You can also see the one that we had, although this one was a little bit distorted, and then after that you can see that when it flipped bearish, it was really powerful. So this is something that is really amazing in my own opinion, and I don't expect it to be a fake out actually. So I see it continuing even higher once we get that back test supported right around the 0.5 field retracement level. I didn't actually mention the specific price tag is there, but I don't think it's really important. You can do that on your own actually. So this resistance that we have is $0.0042 per Jasmy, all the way to something like $0.0045 per Jasmy. Now these are price targets in the immediate short term, right? But for the long term, obviously you remember that we are focusing on that blueprint of ours. And taking a look at these structures, if you would pull your field retracement 2 from the very top right here to the very bottom, you can see that you know, Cardano did something like Let's go ahead and do that right here. That's something like you know, 2.618 Fib retracement actually. And if we go to Neo or Ethereum, actually let's start with Ethereum. You can see that, you know, from the top to the very bottom right here, you can see that Ethereum did something between the 2.618 Fib retracement level and the 3.618. So that's somewhere right here. But Neo, which was an underperformer and one of the worst performers actually, you can see that it managed to get a 0.702 Fib retracement level, right? So coming back to our Jasmy structure here, if you go ahead and do the same thing, pull your Fib retracement to, we are not talking about the all-time high right here, we're just taking a look at that fractal to the very bottom here. You can see that if you manage to do the worst case scenario that Neo did, that's something like the 0.702 sorry retracement level, that's something like 23 cents even for Jasmy, and that's really amazing in my opinion. If I want to go and measure that, let me quickly go and check how much of gains that is. So sorry, I pulled the wrong item. Let me go ahead and pull my ruler right here for the very bottom to here. That's something like this is really amazing. This is actually more than a 150x. So even that worst case scenario on this specific price, so let me check something. If this is actually the bottom, I extended it a little bit lower than it was supposed to be. So we are something like this right here, and then this one here. So let's go ahead and do that. If we would go back and measure, we can see that we are at something like 80x. There's an 80x. It's not very bad. It's very reasonable in my own opinion. So yeah, we may be expecting $1 and something like that to happen on Jasmy, but even an 80x will come even from like something like 23 cents there about, right? That would be amazing for Jasmy. But if you would go ahead and do what, you know, Cardano did, that was something between that was actually 2.618. 2.618 gets Jasmy to 86 cents, 85 cents thereabout. And Ethereum between the 3.618 and 2.618 Fib retracement level, that's get you to somewhere between, you know what, $1 and $1.20. So Jasmy, yes, there is a possibility that you can get to $1 with Jasmy using these fractals. It's really possible. What is more realistic is probably something like 23 cents or something like that. But yeah, I get people who say that we are going to go to $1, and that's actually something that is very possible. It can happen. It has happened in the past with other altcoins. Why shouldn't it happen with Jasmy? So obviously none of what I say is financial advice, but if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.